Well. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Apparently, the My Hero Academia fanbase, or a very weird subset of them, are very upset with the newest released Epilogue, and I want to talk about that. Now, to anyone who doesn't know what My Hero Academia is, well, where have you been living the last couple years? Because My Hero Academia is one of the newest Shonen Jump big series, supposedly claiming that they were going to sit down and eventually replace Naruto. I think they failed at that endeavor because the B word is still going, but, whatever. So, Horikoshi ended his series a couple months ago, and he finally gave us the big epilogue. Now, to be fully transparent, I am not a fan of My Hero Academia. I read through the series when there was 5 chapters left, so I could judge the ending. And I gotta say, the ending was very cruel to our boy Deku. I mean, you guys, this boy Deku, I'm not a fan. I think Deku is too much of a whiny character, too much of a wishy-washy character who, unfortunately, was treated like crap. Losing his powers, watching all his other friends become the world's best heroes, and him just sitting at school, being a teacher without powers. That's kind of cruel, and I'm not a big fan what happened at the epilogue. Or with, not the original ending, not the epilogue. The epilogue, I think it's great, personally. I think it gives Deku a nice little sign-off. And, of course, the thing that's causing a weird subset of the internet to implode is the fact that My Hero Academia gave Achaka and Midoriya their happily ever after. Something that was hinted fairly early on, as soon as the entrance exam arc started. Right away, we got this great impression that, well, yeah, this was Endgame. And unfortunately, I'll say it, the comic book writer industry, not the comic writers themselves, but the weird people who write articles complaining about why comic books aren't woke enough yet, are the ones who are imploding on themselves, angry and proclaiming that, how dare you not give us what we want? And if you're not surprised, it's this weird subset of people who are upset. They wanted Midoriya to end up with rather exploding McPunch or Fire and Iceman. And they are very displeased that it came out at the very end that, of course, Midoriya and Achaka are the ones who ended up together. Now, I'm not going to get into the full legacy of why Midoriya and Achaka were set up from the very beginning, because you can go anywhere on the internet and see a million uploads of, why Achaka and Deku romance moments, or the amount of jokes about Bakugo just walking in going, just fuck already. It doesn't make any sense why anybody with 2 eyes, 2 ears, and two hands would think anything else. But of course, the liberal comic book writers and very weird people on TikTok, X, and now Blue Sky apparently disagree, sending not just their fan base into a tizzy, but also sending death threats, which is never a way to go, people. We should not send death threats. We should be cool, awesome people, because that's who we are. Anime fan base. And even if you don't like the ending, even if you don't like the epilogue, you should at the very least appreciate the author for what they wrote. This is a huge thing I want to really stress in this video. First of all, I'm stressing this is not the entire My Hero Academia fan base. And on the other hand, I'm stressing that, don't send hate. This is not Pog. People who decide to send hate versus actually being creative or giving a true criticism of the ending, I think are the worst kind of fan base, and I really would hope that people would calm down, instead of just being angry. People are angry unrationally, and I think it's a huge issue. I want to stress that because holy shit, some people are really unhinged. A lot of TikTok videos of people proclaiming they want to go and fight Horikoshi, or hell, a lot of people just burning their My Hero merch because they didn't get the ending they wanted, or they didn't get the gay ending they wanted. And it's just like, it's very unhinged, and I don't understand why we can't just appreciate people who create what we do, what we watch and love. Now, mind you, people will say, oh, but what about Star Wars and Marvel? Everybody complains about that. That's a difference. There's a difference there. People do complain about those products, but they have legitimate reasons why they're upset. We can look at the older Star Wars media, and we can see that newer Star Wars media is trying to destroy the legacy content. If it was adding to the content and not destroying the old content, there's a difference. Same thing with Marvel. Marvel's whole current plot point is coming forward and basically replacing all the original heroes we know, love, and enjoy, and replacing them with, well, honestly, younger, hotter, and more diverse characters. Which isn't a problem, but the problem is you should make a new hero. Have the old hero retire and be replaced by a new generation of unique heroes. Not being replaced by basically the same character, but just taking up a new mantle. It's bad. But back to My Hero Academia and the woke freakout. It's not a good look. Listen, Achaka and Deku was always going to be the endgame. This is a Shonen Jump series which is made for teenage boys in Japan. They're not going to write some huge, unless it's written explicitly, they're not going to give you a gay ending in this kind of content. Mind you, people will say, oh, but what about Naruto and all the people who got mad about Sasanaru? Well, here's the thing is, unlike these pairings you guys are talking about, we need to address the fact that Sasanaru was supposed to be endgame. And in reality, there weren't breadcrumbs being left about it. There was legitimately loaves of bread with the word Sasanaru burnt into them all throughout the series. Unfortunately, that got cut off at its head, and we got the ending we did get. And unfortunately, now we have Boruto, Lord Save the Queen. But on another note, people, let's make this abundantly clear. My Hero Academia's ending shouldn't be just focused on this, oh, I didn't get the gay coupling I wanted. You should really just be happy that you got an epilogue. It could have just ended where it ended, where everybody was running off to battle with Deku with his new power suit. Stupid, just to add. But no. Attacking the creator is a bad look. Being angry you didn't get the ending you wanted, that's fine and dandy. But sitting there, getting angry, sending death threats, or threatening anyone's health and safety is not the way to go. And I emphatically tell you to back off. You can be mad at an ending. You can be mad at the creator. But as a community, this is going to both right side of the aisle and left side of the aisle. We need to be humans. Especially this year, we need to be humans. Be better. Don't spread hate. And if you dislike something, say it creatively. Don't send death threats. Well, that's all from me. I'll see you in my next video. Geek out.